Hi guys, in this video we are going to see about metals is going to react with non-metals. In the previous videos, metal is reacting with water, acid and same other metal salts. Now it is going to react with non-metals. Okay, now what does mean by non-metals? Gases. Metal is going to react with gases such as chlorine, like that, and also it is going to react with noble gases. It is also going to react with noble gases. Okay, now what does it mean by noble gases? Noble gases means it is completely filled in its outermost shell. Usually these noble gases have the valence shell. Valence shell means what? That last shell, outermost shell. In this, valence shell should be completely filled. Completely filled. And that is known as noble gases. Okay, if you see the electronic configuration means the electronic configuration, it is having K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. If you want to see the clear explanation for the electronic configuration means, I will give the link in the description. How to determine the electronic configuration by using the formula 2n squared. I will clearly explain this in that video. I will give the link in the description box. You can see that video, and later you can see this video means you can understand. It will be very easy. Okay. Now here see, noble gas in its outermost shell, completely it should be filled. Okay, and that is known as noble gases. In K shell, how many electrons should be present? 2. In the L shell, 8. In the M, 18. In the N, 32. Like that. Noble gases, for example, neon we take. Neon, what does the electronic configuration means? Before that, neon atomic number is 10. So in the K shell it is completely filled 2, and in the L shell it is completely filled 8. So totally if you count means the 10 atomic number here present. So here 8 electrons should be present in the L shell. So completely it is filled with the 8 electrons. If you have confusion in this electronic configuration means, kindly see the atomic structure, that link I given in the description box. After you see this video means it is easily calculate. Okay, so neon, this is one of the noble gas. How we are saying this noble gas means its outermost shell is L shell. In the L shell, 8 electrons should be present. So this neon is completely filled with 8 shell. Outermost shell was completely filled. So this is octet. Octet means that outermost shell, valence shell should be completely filled. And another noble gas if we taken means helium. Helium atomic number is 2. So it is containing in the K shell 2 electrons. In K shell have to contain 2 electrons. It is completely filled with 2 electrons. So it is the outermost shell was completely filled. So this noble gases is going to react with the metals. Now let me see the chemical reaction. I am going to take one metal is going to react with the non-metal. What non-metal I am going to take means chlorine non-metal I am going to take, and what metal I am going to take means sodium metal I am going to take. So this metal is going to react with non-metal. What it is going to give means it will give ionic compound. Later I will say later I will say about this ionic compound. Now this metal is going to react with non-metal of chlorine. Okay. Now see the electronic configuration for sodium. Sodium atomic number is 11. So you have to write the K element shell, electronic fill the electrons. In K shell it contains 2, and in the L shell it contains 8, and in the M shell it contains 1. So count these 3, totally the atomic number will present 2 plus 8 plus 1, which is equal to 11. So sodium, it is containing, it is outermost shell. What is its outermost shell? M shell. In the M shell, sodium is containing how many electron? Only 1 electron it is containing. Now see for chlorine. Chlorine atomic number is 17. Now fill the electronic configuration. It is containing here 2 electrons, here 8 electrons, and here 7 electrons. So chlorine, now add this 3, 7, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. This atomic number will present. So chlorine is containing it as outermost shell 7 electrons. Okay. Now these two is going to react. This sodium and chlorine is to react. If this sodium, here only one electron present, no, if it leaves this one electron, it will lift this one electron means, and this chlorine accept this one electron means this 7 will become as 8. And totally 8 means what? It is octet. Octet means what I said, noble gases contains totally 8 electrons in its outermost shell. So previously I said noble gases, neon, like that, it is completely have its completely filled valence shell. Like that, this sodium will remove this one electron means this chlorine will accept this one electron, then the 7 is turned into 8 and it become octet. Now the sodium, what I said, sodium is going to leave one electron. Sodium is removing only one electron and it becomes positive charge. Sodium is giving one electron to another chlorine, another compound. So the sodium is becoming positive charge. Now the chlorine is going to accept this electron, and the chlorine become negative charge. Sodium, I said, it is removing one electron and that electron chlorine is joining, then it will become Cl minus. Here I will explain clearly. Sodium is containing one electron and chlorine in the outermost shell, how many electron it is containing? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sodium is containing one electron in the outermost shell, chlorine 7. So this one electron is going to join with this chlorine. Okay, it is removing. Sodium is giving one electron, so it has become a positive person. So it is positively charged. Now this electron is going to join with this chlorine. So chlorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and this electron is joining here 8. So totally chlorine is accepting that electron and it become negative charge. Now Na plus and Cl minus, these two are oppositively charged. Sodium and chlorine oppositively charged. So this oppositive charge will attract each other with the electrostatic force and it will form NaCl, ionic compound. And it will form ionic compound NaCl. So when metal and non-metal is reacting with each other, it is producing an ionic compound. Like that, now another ionic compound formation we are going to see, that is magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride, okay. How we are going to see means magnesium, how many atoms it is having in its outermost shell means what is the atomic number for magnesium? 12. So in the K element shell, it is containing 2, 8 and 2. So it is containing 2 electrons in the last shell. So it is going to remove this 2 electrons, and chlorine, we know chlorine have to accept this 2 electrons. How means magnesium is going to become positive member. It is going to remove 2 electrons and it is going to come Mg positive charge. So plus charge will come here, okay. And the chlorine is going to accept this electron and it will become Cl minus. But here see one difference, it is going to remove 2 electrons but here only 1 electron it is accepting here. So balance another one electron have to accept this chlorine. So we are going to take here another one chlorine. Okay. In sodium, it is removing 1 electron and chlorine is accepting this 1 electron. So easily the reaction comes here. But in the magnesium here, it is removing 2 electrons. So we are taking here 2 chlorine. 2 electrons means we are taking here 2 chlorine. Now see how the reaction will takes place. Magnesium, how many electron it is removing? 2 electrons it is removing plus 2 chlorine we are taking here. Here 1 chlorine and here also 1 chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 7 electrons it is containing in its last shell. So this place is empty and this place is also empty. Now this electron is going to come here and this electron is going to come here. It is removing 2 electrons, so Mg2 plus here came plus Cl. Cl is accepting, 2Cl is accepting here. This electron present here. Cl minus came here. Okay. So this, like when a metal is reacting with non-metal, it is producing an ionic compound. Okay. Thank you. The next one is properties of ionic compound. Ionic compound formed, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, like that. We are going to see about the properties of this ionic compound. First property, let me check the melting point and boiling point. Melting and boiling point of the ionic compound. For example, we are going to take sodium chloride, same sodium chloride. I'm taking in a spatula some amount of sodium chloride. Okay, then I am taking that sodium chloride near the flame, and I am wait for few minutes. When the sodium chloride is starting to boil or melt, okay, then I record the Kelvin temperature. Okay, the sodium chloride is having high amount of melting and boiling point. It requires more heat to melt. So the melting point of sodium chloride is 1074 Kelvin and the boiling point of sodium chloride is 1686 Kelvin. Like that, magnesium chloride, calcium chloride. So this ionic compounds having high amount of melting and boiling point. Next I am going to check whether this one is conducting electricity or not. So that in the beaker, I am pouring some ionic compound solution. It may be sodium chloride or magnesium chloride solution, in the form of solution. Okay, then I am inserting one circuit here. This is battery and the bulb and the switch, and I am inserting the electrodes inside the beaker. Graphite rod electrode here I am inserting. Okay, after a few minutes I am going to check when I am switch on the circuit whether the bulb is glowing or not. Yes, of course the bulb is glowing. Definitely this salt solution is conducting the electricity. Again I will repeat, in the beaker I am taking this ionic compound solution, sodium chloride solution, and I am inserting this circuit. I am going to check whether the bulb is glowing or not. Definitely the bulb is glowing because this ionic compound is conducting electricity. But in the solid state it does not conduct electricity. Why? Means in the solid state that it cannot produce positive and negative ions, but in the solution state it is producing Na plus and Cl minus ions. So these ions can conduct the electricity.